Peace and blessings, collective. It's your girl Hadida. I'm here at the Red Tent. I'm bringing you another video about menstrual cups. So I did a previous video that basically talks about some of the pros and the cons of the menstrual cup that I have experienced thus far. But because it's the new moon, I wanted to put this out and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of something to help you along your period. Here in my hand, I have the June cup. When I use my June cup, and so I'm basically going to take you through like a day of what it's like, right? For those of you who are new to this. So for the time, first of all, when you get your June cup, you want to take it and you want to sterilize it. So you're going to put it into a pot of water, and I have like a pot of water that I use, or a pot that I use just for my cycle, for my June cups. So you want to take it, you want to submerge it into a pot of water, and then you're going to put it onto like a low simmer for a half an hour. And so that's going to basically sterilize it, bring any toxins out of it that's in it, and make sure that it's clean and ready to go. So you're going to clean your menstrual cup, and it's the first day of your cycle. The June cup in particular is wider than the Diva cup. And when I say wider, like it's able to hold more, okay, as far as volume, in my opinion, and for longer periods of time. So you're going to take it and you're going to squeeze it in half, and then you're going to put that half into half again, okay? And so that creates kind of like a little sandwich. And this sandwich you're going to take, and this is the opening of your vagina. You're going to take the sandwich and you're going to put it inside. And when you get the Diva cup inside, you're just going to like keep holding it. So if you're not careful, your Diva cup will pop open, or your menstrual cup will pop open before you insert it all the way. Okay. And that's one thing about the menstrual cup that tampons do not do. They don't flower open without being totally saturated. So anyway, you have the opening of your vagina. You want to make sure that you continue to hold this, okay? And you're going to insert it, and you're going to push it up. And when you push it up, it's going to go up into the womb. And when it gets up, it's going to pop open just like that. And your vagina opening, can you see this? Is going to create a suction around here, right? And this little tab is not going to be hanging out of your vagina. Once you stand up off the toilet, this is going to go all the way inside, so there's not going to be anything visible. So you know how with a tampon you have a string that's hanging? There's no string for the June cup. It's just simply your vagina. But if you reach up in there, you could feel this, right? Or right at the opening, you could feel this. So your vagina creates this suction around it, and it stays in place. Now, I have exercised with my June cup. I have ran with my June cup. I have carried heavy objects. I have slept with it. I have stood with it. I have done everything I needed to do. I have cleaned with it around the house. I've never had any leaks or any problems whatsoever. And I don't believe that you will. I do see some videos where ladies are talking about, how their menstrual cup leaked, or how they had issues with it. I've never experienced any of those. And I think that if you follow these tips, you won't. So once you get your June cup in there, you are going to take it at the bottom and you're going to rotate it. Just like, you see this? You're just going to do a little bit of a turn. Just a little turn. And the reason why you're going to do that is your menstrual cup has these holes, which the camera is not focusing in, but it has these holes around it. And so when you rotate it, that's kind of like making that like seal to the inside of your vaginal walls, right? And so now your June cup is in place. You can do whatever you want. This thing is going, this is my hand. I'm not even squeezing it that tight. My hand is lightly placed around this thing. It's not budging, even with my hand. And I'm pulling this hard. You can see I'm pulling. So it's secure, right? It suctions in place. And then this rim right here kind of creates that barrier inside, a double layer protection to make sure that your Diva cup does not leak or come out or whatever. Menstrual cup. I keep saying Diva cup. your menstrual cup. So you have your suction, you go your 3, 4, or 5, however many hours. When you go to the bathroom, you are going to pinch the bottom of your menstrual cup and you're going to pull down. And when you pull down, you're going to be holding it just like this, right? It's going to have whatever you've released out of your womb in the cup. And while you're sitting on it, I mean, you're already sitting on the toilet. So you should be doing this. If I didn't say that, you should be doing this while you're sitting on the toilet. So you're going to pinch it, you're going to pull it down, and you're going to remove it. I just keep it just like this in my hand, and I dump it. Once I dump it, I rinse it out. And when you rinse it, another thing, when you rinse it, you want to make sure that you remove any like residue, blood, anything, not to be graphic, but to be 100% real with you guys, right? We all women in this space. So you're going to rinse it so that you make sure that you don't have any residue in the hole. Therefore, when you reinsert it, it'll create the suction that you needed to create on all sides, okay? And so you have 4 suction holes and it creates like a real good suction. So that's what you're going to do. Now, at the end of your cycle, you're going to remove your June cup and you're going to sterilize it again. You're going to put it back into that same pot of water, or another pot of water, obviously, but into that same pot, and you're going to boil it for another 30 days and put it up into its bag. It comes in a little bag. You're going to put it into its bag and keep it in there for the next month. The simplest and easiest thing I have ever experienced with my cycle. And I am a person who advocates for cloth pads. So like at night sometime when I'm just tired of dealing with my June cup or inserting anything into my womb and having anything in there, I'll wear cloth pads. I don't, deal with any pads that are from from the store that are pre-made. I manufacture them for women, and so therefore I wear and I use what I tell you guys about, and I use cloth pads. So the cloth pads allow me to obviously get a break from the June cup, but I have never experienced anything that is simpler than the menstrual cup. Maybe I'll do some more videos about cloth pad maintenance. If you guys are into that, you can let me know down below. I can put some more videos up about those and show you guys the ones that I carry for those sisters who are not into, the June or the menstrual cup. Let me think, is there anything else that I forgot to tell you guys? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. It's simple, you guys. It's simple. It's convenient. And something else, another layer of convenience, right? So you have a June cup. So you know how usually you will go on a trip and or even go to work and you're like, oh man, I forgot to bring pads with me, or I forgot to, get tampons. Oh, let me run to the store. When you got the June cup, you don't have to. You go straight to the bathroom, you empty it, and you leave back out the bathroom with what you already had. It's nothing that you have to change out. So not only is it completely convenient in the fact that you don't have to deal with leakage and all those kind of things, it's extremely good for the environment. We don't have that waste that menstrual pads and tampons are creating in the landfills every single day, which is disgusting, but we don't have that waste, right? So it's just simply getting your June cup, emptying out, going on about your business. You don't have the expense every single month that you usually would have from buying menstrual supplies, right? You don't have any of that. You simply have your June cup one time and that's it. I've had my June cup for years. I've had my Diva cup for years. I love them both, but I love the June cup more because it lasts longer. So because of that, I decided that I was going to start to carry it. I said in my previous video, if you guys are interested, you can go to thisredtent.com and you can see the June cups. I am currently running a sale. I want women all over the place, all over the world, to be able to get menstrual supplies and products for cheap. Right? This is a pandemic. We are all stressed out for money. We are all at a disadvantage as far as financially. Who wants to be worried about periods in the midst of all of that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to put mine on sale and make sure that the women have access to reasonably priced menstrual cups. I love you guys. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will be back soon with another one. Peace.